Hey everyone, welcome back to Drive Next, the channel where we dive deep into the cars that define the future of driving. Today, we're taking a closer look at a vehicle that's generating serious buzz across the automotive world at the 2026 Suzuki XT 600. Suzuki has been known for creating cars that balance practicality with reliability, and with the XT 600, they've taken a bold step toward redefining their identity. This compact crossover isn't just another SUV trying to grab your attention, it's a statement from Suzuki that they're ready to compete with the big players again, armed with new technology, sharper design, and performance that might surprise you. So, buckle up as we explore everything there is to know about the brand new XT 600, from its design to its interior comfort, performance figures, and of course, whether it's worth the price tag Suzuki is asking for. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Suzuki XT 600 is its presence. It's larger than you might expect, but it doesn't feel bulky. Suzuki calls the design language dynamic motion flow, and you can tell right away what that means. There's a real sense of movement, even when the car is standing still. The front fascia has been completely redesigned compared to previous Suzuki models, featuring a bold hexagonal grille that stretches wide and low, framed by a pair of ultra-slim LED headlights that give it a futuristic, almost concept car look. The daytime running lights form a continuous light bar across the front, a design cue that's becoming popular across the industry, but Suzuki has managed to give it their own flair by integrating subtle, almost hidden air vents beneath it. The bumper lines are clean but muscular, with a combination of gloss black and brushed metal accents that make it look both rugged and premium. It's one of those cars that looks more expensive than it actually is. Moving to the side, the XT 600 shows off a silhouette that balances sportiness with practicality. The sloping roofline hints at a coupe-like design, but Suzuki has been clever not to sacrifice headroom or cargo space in the process. The wheel arches are slightly flared, giving it a more aggressive stance, and depending on the trim, you can get up to 19-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels that fill the arches perfectly. The side mirrors are aerodynamically sculpted and now house cameras for the new 360-degree vision system, a first for Suzuki in this segment. There's also a sharp character line that runs from the front fender through to the rear taillights, visually connecting the car's design elements in a way that feels cohesive. And if you look closely, you'll notice the flush door handle as another modern touch that not only improves aerodynamics but also adds a premium feel when you walk up to the car. At the back, the XT 600 carries through the futuristic design theme. The rear lights are full LED with a continuous strip running across the tailgate, echoing the design from the front. The Suzuki logo is now illuminated, a small but nice touch that makes it pop at night. The tailgate itself has a sculpted shape, with a subtle integrated spoiler that enhances aerodynamics. The rear bumper features faux diffuser detailing and dual exhaust tips on higher trims, although only one side is functional in the hybrid model. It's sporty, but not over the top. Suzuki seems to have found that sweet spot between elegance and attitude. The XT 600 also gets a power tailgate with gesture control, and in some markets, an optional hands-free opening feature that works with your phone. Now stepping inside, this is where the new XT 600 really shows Suzuki's evolution. The cabin design feels entirely new, all modern, tech-focused, and far more refined than anything we've seen from the brand before. The materials are impressive: soft touch plastics across the dashboard, brushed aluminum trim along the doors, and available vegan leather upholstery on higher trims. The center console is elevated and flows seamlessly into the dashboard, giving the front seats a cockpit-like feel. Right in the center sits a 12.3-inch infotainment screen with Suzuki's latest SmartDrive OS, which supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even voice control powered by AI. The screen is crisp, responsive, and finally up to par with what competitors like Toyota and Hyundai offer. Behind the steering wheel, you'll find a fully digital 10.5-inch instrument cluster that can be customized to show everything from navigation maps to energy flow in the hybrid system. Suzuki also added a new head-up display that projects key driving information onto the windshield, which feels like a big step forward for them. The steering wheel itself is a flat-bottom design, wrapped in perforated leather, and has a satisfying heft to it. The buttons are touch-sensitive but thankfully still offer some physical feedback, which makes them much easier to use while driving. Space-wise, the XT 600 is surprisingly roomy. Front passengers get excellent visibility and supportive seats with multiple adjustments, including lumbar support and memory settings on top trims. In the back, even taller passengers will be comfortable. There's ample legroom and headroom, and the rear seats can recline slightly for longer journeys. You'll also find rear AC vents, USB-C charging ports, and an optional panoramic sunroof that floods the cabin with natural light. Cargo capacity sits around 550 liters with the seats up, expanding to over 1,400 liters when folded flat, making it one of the most practical vehicles in its class. When it comes to performance, Suzuki offers the XT600 in two main configurations. The base model gets a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol engine that produces around 160 horsepower and 240 Nm of torque, paired with either a 6-speed manual or a CVT automatic. But the highlight is the new 2.0-liter hybrid powertrain, co-developed with Toyota, delivering a combined output of 210 horsepower. This system uses a dual-motor setup with a small battery that allows for short electric-only driving at city speeds. It's not a full EV, but it does give you that smooth, silent startup and impressive efficiency. Suzuki claims up to 21 km per liter in mixed driving, which is excellent for a crossover of this size. On the road, the XT600 feels planted and confident. Suzuki has tuned the suspension to provide a comfortable yet controlled ride, soaking up bumps without feeling floaty. The electric power steering is precise and well-weighted, making city driving and highway cruising equally enjoyable. The hybrid system transitions seamlessly between petrol and electric modes, and the cabin remains quiet even at higher speeds thanks to improved sound insulation. For those who enjoy a bit of spirited driving, there's even a sport mode that sharpens throttle response and adds a bit more weight to the steering. It's not a performance SUV, but it's definitely more engaging to drive than many competitors in the same segment. Suzuki has also equipped the XT600 with a robust list of safety and driver assistance features under their Suzuki Safety Sense Plus suite. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and autonomous emergency braking. There's even a new feature called Driver Focus Alert, which uses a camera to monitor your face and eyes for signs of fatigue, gently reminding you to take a break if needed. It's thoughtful and genuinely adds to the feeling of safety and confidence behind the wheel. Pricing for the 2026 Suzuki XT600 varies depending on the market, but to give you an idea, it's expected to start around $28,000 for the base model and climb up to around $38,000 for the top hybrid trim with all the bells and whistles. That puts it right in the sweet spot between mainstream crossovers and entry-level premium SUVs, making it a strong value proposition considering what you're getting: a modern design, advanced tech, impressive efficiency, and Suzuki's reputation for reliability. Suzuki is also offering a 5-year warranty and an optional service package that covers maintenance for up to 100,000 kilometers, which adds extra peace of mind for long-term ownership. So, after spending some time with the 2026 Suzuki XT600, what's the verdict? Honestly, it feels like Suzuki has finally caught up with the times, and in some areas, they've even managed to leap ahead. This isn't just a refresh or a facelift, it's a reintroduction of Suzuki as a serious contender in the crossover space. The XT600 delivers where it matters most. It looks great, feels premium, drives smoothly, and offers excellent efficiency without losing practicality. Sure, some might wish for a full EV version down the line, and the CVT transmission on the base model could be a bit more responsive, but those are small trade-offs in an otherwise well-rounded package. If you're in the market for a family SUV that stands out without breaking the bank, the XT600 should definitely be on your short list. It's a car that blends innovation with everyday usability, and it proves that Suzuki isn't afraid to evolve. Whether you're a longtime Suzuki fan or just curious about what the brand has been up to lately, this car deserves your attention. And that wraps up our deep dive review of the 2026 Suzuki XT600. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more detailed car reviews like this one, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Drive Next, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Tell us in the comments, what do you think about the new XT600? Would you consider buying one over a Toyota Corolla Cross or a Hyundai Tucson? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your drive next level. See you in the next one.